How's it going, my straw babies? It's been a while since I've done a video where I just sat here and talked to the audience, which is something that I'm very comfortable with. And when I first started YouTube wanting to be a vlogger, this was what I basically did. I've been thinking about doing conversation videos like this with you guys when I'm just burnt out or when the creativity just isn't there. That happens. Like, it's so normal to feel burnt out and stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. And if you're feeling that way too, there's nothing wrong with you. As much as people say there's something wrong with you, I promise you, you're just yourself. When it comes to school, I basically took a year off and I didn't plan it, but long story short, here I am. I signed back on for part-time classes. I'm just gonna take it step by step until I feel more comfortable with taking on more classes and stuff. I don't know, like, getting my bachelor's has always just been like on the back of my mind, and as soon as I got my associates, I was kind of like lenient towards it. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll try and make social media work out and then go back to school. Well, long story short, it's very difficult to make a career on social media. And in the end, I want to go to school for myself so I could become a better speaker and communicator in general. And the nice part about these videos is that it will allow me to practice that and evolve over time. Hopefully I get my communications degree. I don't know, I'm a little behind right now. I'm not sure how much longer FAFSA will continue paying for it. FAFSA, I love you. Please don't let me go. I just get more gratification from making YouTube videos. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So when it comes down to TikTok, Instagram, all of these other stuff, like, yeah, the attention's nice, but the reward just isn't there for me. Maybe I'm just saying that because I have an Android phone and it absolutely sucks to record on social media with it. But I've been thinking about switching to an iPhone. My roommate gave me this iPhone. And so far I've only used it for TikTok. I already have the Android watch and the Android earbuds. Like, I don't know if I could do it right now. It's a huge commitment. Stop seeing my therapist. I've been thinking about hitting her back up again before I make YouTube my own personal therapy channel. Well, if that does well though, I might. If it actually helps me improve my life, if it just sends me into a rabbit hole where I'm just screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs because I'm doing absolutely nothing with my life and not actually helping myself, then it's kind of a waste of time. But it would be a fun experiment to try. So on the bright side, just recently, I just finished Breath of the Wild. It's been 5 years since Breath of the Wild came out. I finally finished it in 2023, which in my experience was one of the best gaming experiences ever, and I have no idea why I didn't finish it any sooner. And something I've been listening to in my free time has been the, have you guys seen the AI music covers? Like, it's been crazy. You have, like, Plankton singing Beggin'. I'm begging you. They'll do like a whole AI version of like Squidward singing Frank Sinatra music, and it's intense. It just astounds me every time I listen to it how far AI has gone. Like, the fact is, these voices are actually going to be remembered for generations to come, because I have no doubt in my mind that people are going to be trademarking these voices and selling them off to different commercials or companies, etc. This whole video could be AI. You would never know. Life's been nice. I've been living more of it. If you follow my Instagram, you would see that I would actually go outside. I post a lot of my stories, but I never post a lot of my actual Instagram because content and everything is held at such a high standard that I don't even know if I want to put that stuff out there, because I have such a high standard for myself. I gotta give myself a chance. When I look for motivation or maybe what might do well on YouTube, it all just seems super artificial to me now. I used to go to social media and YouTube in general as an outlet, just something to like escape with, something I could relate to people. And even if I didn't have someone who clicked with me in my circle where I grew up, I knew that someone online was feeling the same way I did or had the same goals, aspirations, and dreams as I did. So it was just a comfy place for me. A safe space, as they call it. And you know what? Like, why can't I do that too? I gotta stop being afraid of putting so much of myself out there. I always worry what people are gonna think of me, what impressions I'm leaving on others, etc. I have like hours of footage, but it's so lonely editing all of it. Like, that's what I loved about Twitch. But the only downside about Twitch is no one's gonna watch you because they don't really have a good way to like push out your streams and stuff to the audience. Also, I've heard a lot of, you know, really bad stuff about how they treat their streamers and they're paying everything, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now, unless you want to hear me talk about it. I like YouTube. YouTube's always been my thing. And nowadays you can watch a stream of someone having this type of conversation and you could actually interact with them. But for me, there's something like calming about just watching a video of someone talking, I guess. It's like chill. You know, like there's no obligation to like say anything in their chat. Like you could lurk all you want. No one ain't gonna judge you on YouTube. Plus, I don't even know what platform to stream on anymore if I want to have a conversation with people. Like YouTube has always been the all reliable for me, which is why I'm making this video. Like I'm thinking every 2 weeks or so, just pop out one of these where I'm just saying, hey, this is what's been on my mind. This is my life lately. And maybe more and more when I get more comfortable with it, I'll get more personal with it. And then we could grow a stronger relationship, which is dope. The relationships you form with whoever you watch and stuff on YouTube and the media you consume is really good for you. Maybe you'll start expressing yourself more because you're watching people express themselves more. Maybe you'll start going outside more because you watch people who are going outside. The more of a social life you have, the less you're on social media. The less you're going to be connecting with random strangers because you're going to want to be connecting with the interpersonal relationships you already have in your life, which is important. Like you need to cultivate those interpersonal relationships and like appreciate them while you have them. Me personally, I want to appreciate the interpersonal relationships I have in my life, and not only that, but the ones I have online. Maybe in the future I'll do exactly what I used to do on my Twitch streams. I used to have sticky notes, just had bullet points of different conversation topics to talk about, overall different experiences I would go through in the week. That was nice. Maybe I'll bring that back. I was just talking to my roommate, and I used to do this thing called Real Talk Tuesday on Twitch, which was basically me having like an honest conversation with my Twitch chat every Tuesday. Just like if you need advice, if you just need a friend, like I am here for you. But it's just funny because I'm literally doing the same thing I did on Twitch right here on YouTube, having a real talk on the Tuesday as I'm recording this video. You're going to be expecting a lot of vlogs from me. Whether or not I make gaming content is still up in the air. I know one thing is for sure, and I want to vlog. But maybe I'll continue with horror content. I mean, like that was a lot of fun playing Five Nights at Freddy's. I hate horror games, but they are so much fun to watch and play. But I know a lot of people love watching me in the position where I'm like frightened out of my gosh darn mind. Also, I want to make a lot more cosplay content. I'm working on that. It's just a very expensive hobby, so I have to be very careful with how I spend my money. Same thing with my Pokemon card videos. I would love to bring those back, but I have to be careful with how I'm spending my money because expensive hobbies do matter. Yo, check this out. Check this out. My buddy Sayin, he made me sticker design. If I ever meet any one of you guys in person, I got stickers to give you. So let me know. Because these are rad, and it's such a cool design. Like, it makes me want to genuinely keep my red hair for, like, all of existence. Don't forget to slap that like button if you enjoyed hanging out with me today. And comment down below what type of my content did you start following me for. And if you want to subscribe to become a straw baby, I will see you later. Stay amazing.